Good morning. Um, we're staying here today to provide our winter storm update for Little Rock, Arkansas, Arkansas State Capital City. We know that many residents are concerned about what is projected to come later tonight and through the weekend. Fortunately, today, what you see is our emergency management team here at the City of Little Rock, comprised of our Public Works, Little Rock Police Fire, our emergency management team, and housing neighborhood programs, and Little Rock Parks. These individuals and their staffs make certain each and every time there is a winter weather event and/or a crisis that we operate with a steady hand and a calm manner to make certain that residents know we're going to always keep the public health, safety, and welfare of the city front of mind. We're fortunate that we've been through some winter storms, some historic floods, and even a global pandemic, and so we have a very experienced and resilient team, and we're ready for what's about to come. We want to make sure residents know that our Public Works team has already started their 24-hour operation earlier this morning, so you'll see our trucks pre-treating roads across our 9 major thoroughfares within the city of Little Rock. This 24-hour operation with our Little Rock Public Works team comprises of close to 12 snowplow trucks that will ensure that as we navigate through these major thoroughfares that we can have as safe as possible roads. We also want to share our appreciation to the Arkansas Department of Transportation, because we do know there are some major roads that are in the city of Little Rock that are actual state highways, as well as we know people are traveling and traversing through Interstate 630, 430, and 30, and many others. And so we are all out there working together to pre-treat these roads, and we'll be out cleaning and clearing these roads as the sleet and snow arrive. In addition to the Public Works team, we also are grateful for the men and women of both the Little Rock Police Department and Fire Department who will be navigating the traverse roads as well to ensure that our essential personnel, team members here in the residents of Little Rock, whether they're nurses and doctors and other emergency management team members, can get to their destinations. So we're grateful for the work that they will be doing. But we also want to take this time to share, when this winter weather hits, if you do not have to be on the road, stay at home. Please do not add any extra friction to the roads while we're out clearing the roads, and because it can cause more harm than you realize. And so unless you absolutely have to be on the road, please do not be on the road. So please stay at home, stay safe, stay warm, and we want you to know that this is the priority as we continue to move forward. Also want to let folks know there are certain parks. We know we want people to have fun and slip and slide on the ice, not the ice, but the snow and different things of that nature, but there will be some parks that are closed to access because of their configuration. So Crump Park, Meriwether Park, and many others, and our Parks Director will give those details shortly, but they will be closed. We want to make certain that you're aware of that. And then finally, before I transition to Matt Burks and Nathan Spicer, I believe Matt Burks particularly, who lead our emergency management team, they'll go through the winter update from an emergency management standpoint. We want you to know that we also are starting up our 24-hour operation for Emergency Shelter Center. That will be led by Celicia Nichols and Kevin Howard in our Housing Neighborhood Programs Division at Dunbar Community Center. So starting at 6 o'clock tonight, we will have a 24-hour operation for our homeless brothers and sisters who will need a safe, warm place here in the city of Little Rock, and we are grateful that we have the facility to operate within that. And so we'll have food and hygiene materials and different things that are needed throughout this type of process. So we want to welcome as many people as possible. So please let folks know, if you're aware, that need some place to stay, that they can come to the Dunbar Community Center. And so now I'm going to transition to Matt Burks, who will give the winter update for us. Matt.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Matt Burks. I lead the city's emergency management division. We've been working monitoring this potential winter weather for more than a week, working with the National Weather Service and other partners to support our city departments and their preparations. In our most recent call with the National Weather Service, here's what we can expect as far as winter weather in the city of Little Rock. Tonight, we're going to see the system move in probably between 6 to 9 o'clock. It's going to start with snow. We'll see primarily snow tonight. That will transition over to sleet throughout the night and throughout the day tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we'll still see additional sleet, probably accumulations in the 4 to 6 inch range. And then Sunday morning, we'll see it transition back to snow, and that should be the end of the winter weather event in Little Rock. We will see dangerously cold temperatures, close to 0 negative degrees on Sunday morning into Monday morning. That is going to be a significant impact to life safety. We urge everybody to stay indoors as much as possible. Stay off the roadways. Travel is going to be a significant issue. It's going to be very hazardous travel. So if you don't have to get on the roads, don't get on the roads. If you do, please use an abundance of caution. We will be activating our Emergency Operations Center for this event. The Emergency Operations Center will allow us to coordinate our response efforts among city departments to make sure that we are coordinating our response efforts and providing the most beneficial services to the citizens of Little Rock. The EOC will work to ensure that our residents are notified of any road closures or other important safety updates through the city's social media channels. That's at City of Little Rock on Facebook, Instagram, and X. I do want to say that if you have not prepared, you still have time to prepare for this event. Just some general safety tips at home. Any exposed pipes, faucets, make sure they're insulated and covered. Leave your faucets dripping inside, your cabinets open, leave your heat on. If you are using your fireplace or any generators, make sure you have a carbon monoxide detector and make sure it's working. And Mayor, I think that's about all I've got right now. Thank you.
In addition, before we take questions, I want to reiterate from a information standpoint, clearly follow all of our City of Little Rock social media pages, but also we just recently announced the City of Little Rock app that will be pushing information as well. So please go through your local app store to download the City of Little Rock app. It actually says City of Little Rock in your app store, and that'll also be pushing out information as we want to continue and always give as much information consistently as possible to the residents of Little Rock so they are aware of what's going on. I also want to give a shout out to our partners from 911 who are receiving a lot of calls and then dispatching those calls to both the Little Rock Police Department and Fire Department. We want to share our prayers with Energy Arkansas, who will be out and about as well alongside Arkansas Department of Transportation. There's so many people that play a role as we get through this process, even from our energy air traffic controllers at SPP and MISO, because we want to make certain that we have electricity during this process. And so as you've heard some of the safety tips from Mr. Burks as well. Again, if you do not have to be on the roads, stay off of them. We are prepared and ready to get through this together. Any questions? Oh, and before questions, we do know this was a short week as it relates to trash. And so today is a Friday, so we're actually on Thursday's trash. So Saturday, if the weather was not as projected, we would be on Friday's trash on tomorrow. Based on what we expect to be coming down in the morning hours of Saturday through noon, we will not have trash service tomorrow. And then we'll be back to let you know when that trash service will resume. In the meantime, for those that were on the Friday trash day, we will allow for extra trash to be placed out in boxes. So when we come back to roll through to pick that up. And so again, follow our social media channels. We'll give more specific information as it relates to trash pickup as well. Trash pickup for today is still on schedule, and so, but today, even though it's a Friday, we're on a Thursday trash day because Monday was the MLK federal holiday. And so again, Saturday's trash, which is scheduled for Fridays, residents who generally would get it on Friday will be canceled tomorrow. Any questions? Yes.
When will the warming center close, and is Dunbar the only one?
The warming center opens tonight at 6 p.m. It'll be a 24-hour operation until further notice. And so we generally, we have to date haven't experienced a need to add an additional facility. But if there's a need to do so, that's something that we will look into based on the feasibility of what we have as far as capacity.
If there's some significant ice accumulation on roads in Little Rock, how is Public Works prepared to handle that, and could that impact any efforts at plowing?
One of the things, and I'll ask Manish Krishnan, who's our Public Works Director, to add a little bit more detail, but we've experienced consistently ice throughout the city of Little Rock and the state of Arkansas when we've had winter storms, and we've always been able to clear from that standpoint. But I'll ask Manish to give any extra information.
Thank you, Mayor, and good morning. So we have 9 major routes that we cover with our snowplows. We have 12 big trucks and we have 5 small trucks. In addition to that, we also have like 2 motor graders. Those motor graders are very helpful in breaking the ice. So what we do is we have them go do our north-south routes and the east-west routes. We try to have all the major arterials open, so they'll be the first ones to go take care of those. And then we'll start going into the collectors and neighborhood streets. Does that answer your question? Thank you.
Any more questions? Seeing none, everyone please stay safe and warm. And again, if you don't have to be on the streets, stay off of them. Have a blessed day.